What's up, YouTube? So, I got a couple character introductions, the first of which will be from our player Alice. So, go ahead and introduce your character.
Okay, so she's going to be a changeling bard. I'm thinking of going more towards the Swords College. Her actual name is going to be Nymphadora, but she's kind of been really secretive and she tends to treat everyday life like wearing a mask. So for the characters that she's going to be basically interacting with, her name's going to be Jenifer. Do you want me to
Go ahead and discuss any major abilities you're planning to use abundantly as the campaign goes on.
Okay, so like I said, she basically lives every day as a different person. Her clan was kind of wiped out, and because of how people view changelings, she wasn't treated very well when she was on her own, and so she kind of, would never show her true changeling appearance, but something that she wants to do is actually try that. So instead of being herself, she's going to appear like another changeling. So that way she can try to embrace her heritage, but at the same time not fully put herself out there to where if something goes down, she could just, nobody even knew I was here. She's going to be a bard. So she's going to appear to be, like she can dance and she can sing and tell stories, but she can also defend herself really well.
So, let's take a look at your bard abilities. So, you're going for what type of bard?
Swords.
So, Swords Bard, you have your flourishes. Why don't you explain to the audience kind of how those work just briefly?
Okay. So, I know that there's one with defense. I don't know their exact names yet. I'm still learning. But I can roll my Bardic Inspiration to add that die when I do my attack roll to add extra defense onto myself. There's one where I can actually be able to push my enemy back from me. And there's one that I can, if I have two enemies that are within 5 feet of each other, when I attack one, I could roll the Bardic Inspiration and do that damage onto the other one.
Okay, so those are some really cool abilities that we'll expect to see play. Now, are there any special bard spells you're looking forward to using that you feel like would be like a signature spell for you?
I don't know. I tend to always make sure that I have Thunder Wave, but that's just with any character that has Thunder Wave. But for truly bard unique, I would think Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It's just a nice way that you could, get someone to fall prone and to help out your team, at a distance.
Okay. Hey YouTube, we're back. So this time I have Ray, and please discuss with him what you have intended for this campaign.
Oh, yes, my name is Raymond, and I will be playing a half-orc bounty hunter named Gruuk. He is a member of House Thrask. He is going to be. I'm going to be taking the dragon mark of finding. So it's a new little thing with Ebron. Basically marking me as being part of this house. Gruuk, he's he's got a bit of a history with his clan as being seen as someone who's always trying to be more efficient, out with the old, in with the new, trying to make everything, run smoother, work better, work more optimized. And with this, one of the other rival factions in the House of Thrask had actually sent someone to kill his wife. So now he's kind of on this search for which faction in his house was it, and through that he's trying to find the assassin who actually killed his wife. But I'm going to be playing of course, half-orc ranger. He is going to be kind of well-rounded, good, decent in melee, decent at range. I'm looking to go down the hunter subclass, picking up Horde Breaker, I get that chance. Not quite sure other ones on the way down, but yeah.
So, you since you're looking at being a bit better at, well, not better, but a bit good at both between melee and range, what's your intended fighting style?
Gonna go with defense.
Okay.
You know, not really choosing one or the other, just help me survive better.
That's a good one to go with. So I'm presuming you're going to be going with either half plate or breastplate as you advance for your.
Well, for right now, I'm actually.
I'm looking long run, not immediate.
Long run, probably breastplate, because again, I'm in search of people. I'm always trying to find them, and I prefer to be on the stealthier side of that. So I'm gonna go with the breastplate, or without the disadvantage to stealth. Maybe later on take the medium armor master to be able to.
Or
go
if you
full
can get your
plate.
hands on some mithril.
Yes, maybe. Don't know what type of magical items we're gonna have in store for all this.
Yeah, I'm not quite too certain myself. I've seen a couple that you will get access to, but not going to say as to what. But any spells you're looking at as being like signature spells for you?
Really, I don't know. Like Ranger itself, not so much. Maybe a few of the arrow spells, like flame arrow or lightning arrow, something like that, or maybe more of the tracking type spells. Like with the Mark of Finding, I get the ability to cast as a ritual, locate creature or plant.
So I know you haven't played Rangers as much as me, but a good suggestion on that is stick with classic Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
That does help track as well as push the extra damage. And then always a good one just to have available has always been Goodberry.
Yeah,
For those 10 little 1-point heals, that's enough to bring someone back up if they get knocked unconscious. But yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on your character, see how he progresses. Now, what about how you said you were being a member of House Thrask? Anything you wish to tell the people at home about that house?
House Thrask, they're the 13th house. They are sort of the newest house in Eberron. They are a house more or less full of bounty hunters, finding things. They go out in search of objects. They'll find creatures. They can go find areas. They just have a knack of. Oh, it does come around to finding things. They are mostly come from the Shadow Marsh, yes, or marches. They come from there. A combination of orcs, half orcs, humans. Predominantly, half orcs and humans are the ones that carry the dragon mark of the house. But House Thrask does employ other races. Maybe not get the mark or the magical power, but they employ them in their services to find things. So, I guess you can just say that if you need somebody or something found, come to House Thrask.
Well, considering the fact that y'all are bounty hunters, and one thing bounty hunter always has use for is an informant, so that's probably where we'll see y'all's non-human and half-orc compatriots.
Yeah.
So, with